Returning to our top story this afternoon, a COVID-19 case has been detected on Queensland's Sunshine Coast. The state's health minister says the 44-year-old woman is from Victoria and travelled through New South Wales to the Sunshine Coast. Reporter Lexi Hamilton joins us now. And Lexi, take us through the latest development.
Look, what we know is that she has escaped lockdown with her husband. We've been told by our Chief Health Officer that she travelled through country New South Wales, stopping at several towns along the way, and came into Queensland on June the 5th. She travelled extensively once again through Goondiwindi, which used to have a border lock-up zone, obviously with police there checking people, but of course there's no checks at the moment. They're relying on people, trusting people to do the right thing. So they've got through to Goondiwindi, they've visited several places on the way and ended up at the Sunshine Coast. We've got at least 6 or 7 sites now that they have been to. They then ended up at Caloundra, where the wife's family is. Now we've been told she started to feel sick on June the 3rd, but has only just tested positive now. So you can understand there's a lot of anger and annoyance about this case. They're being very careful not to say whether the couple have broken any laws at this point. They said the priority now is for contact tracing. They've got 6 close contacts that they're looking at the moment. They've just told us that the husband is not infectious at this point, but they've put him into hospital just as a precaution. But Jeanette Young, Dr. Young, has said that she's worried that because he was travelling with her in close proximity, of course, that he could test positive fairly soon. So the alert at the moment has gone out to all of the places where the couple have been. They're on the Queensland Health website and also on the New South Wales Health website. This is our first community case in I can't tell you how many days. I mean, we've been free for 20, 30, 40 days, and it's been incredible here in Queensland, people saying it's just like we don't have COVID anymore. So there's a lot of concern about the fact that she's been in the community, it's the 9th now, she's been sick since the 3rd, 6 days roaming around visiting people, not knowing that she was carrying a coronavirus.
Yeah, it is alarming. Look, we've seen previously, short, sharp lockdowns. Have any restrictions been announced, or are they on the cards, Lexi?
Look, not at this point. I think it's too early to say. Obviously, if we get more cases in the next few days, I think that's going to be considered. But at the moment, the Health Minister, because of the Victorian lifting, has said that from 1 a.m. this Friday, June 11, that we will ease restrictions, limiting the hotspot now just to Greater Melbourne. So still restrictions for Queensland residents can come in with exemptions. If you're a non-Queensland resident, you can come but need to go into hotel quarantine, but only from Greater Melbourne. So at this point, there's no talk of lockdowns because at this very early stage, we've only heard about this literally the last 20 minutes, is one community case at the moment and no others at this point. But you can imagine there's hundreds of people, PK, that have been into those areas where there've been McDonald's, shopping centres, coffee clubs, Bunnings, all sorts of places. So the next few days they'll be scrambling to find people to come forward, get tested if they've been in those areas. And they've given some very specific times, so not only locations but times, limiting it to sometimes 15 minutes in one location. So I guess they're relying on people's memories too to try and think on that day, where was I and did I go to the same place that this infected woman has at this point. But as I said, the police have made it clear that there's strong penalties. You can actually go to jail for breaching some of these rules, but they're being very careful at the moment till they interview the couple further to find out how they left Melbourne, why they left Melbourne, and what were their reasons for coming here and then spending time with their Queensland family without telling anyone officially.
Yeah, no doubt they want them to cooperate. That's right. They need to know all of the information they can get. Lexi, thank you.
Yeah.